susunod na Martes. Sa ngalan ng bumubuo ng Flow Media Productions katuwang ang TGON Entertainment. Ako ang inyong sandigan ng bayan, Angelo Flores po. At susunod na ang TQ Plus 2. It's now 9:30 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. Susunod na po ang TQ Plus 2. So, see you all on next Tuesday. Buenas noches mga kalamaw. Ciao. This is La Noche del Martes.
Lahat ng kakupalang pangkwadro, nandito lahat yan. What's up? I'm Kuy Smart Corrales. Samahan nyo kami sa TQ Plus 2. Saan pa ba? Siyempre, sa cool
Hello everyone, and welcome to Asphere's Cafe. Today is August 12th, 2025, which is Tuesday. And yes, we are back with another Tech Cafe, and this time I am just alone doing my own show. And as Dreamcar announced, last night that he will not be appearing on my cafe for a week because of his Infinix skill issues. So we respect his decision as to why he decided not to join our show tonight. I mean, for the entire week, record. So I will be off. They will be there off playing it alone and doing the cafe for today. Alright, without any further ado, let's get into some topics that we will get to talk about right now. So, if you guys are aware, we have a refresh lineup of PTO and Cool FM for Mondays to Thursdays because we are bringing back Cool News at 6 and Cool News Prime Time, colliding with the new time slots of the Bayan Quarter Plus 2. And speaking of the Bayan Quarter Plus 2, I have heard that Free Apple is designing the new logo for the Bayan Quarter Plus 2. And oh boy, how many times are they going to how do I say this? How many times are they going to rebrand their show every time while keeping the same music? Like, their show has only been around since June, and it's already been what, 2 times? Yeah, 2 times of rebranding. Actually, no. The first time was when they had a purple stuff, but they had a purple background at that time, and then now they changed to the skyscraper when they moved to the new type zone, and now they're planning on rebranding another for the third time. So I will just say I'm gonna leave my suggestion here. If it broke, then don't change anything right here. So now we may be wondering, where did I put my Chromecast remote? Crap. I don't know where did I put it. Where is it? Oh no. Oh, I could not find a. Wait, give me a minute. There we go. Okay, so I just got my Chromecast remote with me here. Let me just forward it the screen so we can tell. Of course, my Chromecast is having issues with the Wi-Fi as I'm seeing here. It's consistently buffering, so I will have to turn the Wi-Fi off and back on. So Chromecast Wi-Fi is very unstable with Android 14, which I can confirm with many people, with many users who are reporting on Reddit, which is unfortunate. And I do have to turn off and on Wi-Fi frequently. And what's even worse, while I was watching Netflix a few weeks ago, I literally got a notification saying, that internet connection loss or something. And I was like, what? That doesn't seem right. And I genuinely thought that I have a hardware issue, but apparently it's more on the operating system issue. And yeah, Google, what are you doing right now? Okay. Anyway, I will just try to make sure that the screen is synchronized as we speak. Okay, now let's get into the... How do I say this? Let's get into the main show now, where we will be taking a look what's new in the tech, like going to The Verge. So let's head over now to The Verge, and I'll be turning off my camera to avoid lag. Okay, I'm still managing the TOC here because again, Kirby decided to take a leave. And I mean, not necessarily leave, but he had to go to bed early, which I understand why. And of course, I'm lagging. Are we in? There we go. Perfect. Okay, now back to The Verge. Let's see if it even bothers to load. Oh, great. Okay, there you go. Let me just turn the camera off in the meantime so I don't lag. Alright, so what do we have here tonight? Well... Of course, I have already talked about the Taylor Swift earlier on Cool News at 6. Well. Fortnite, huh? We'll talk about that on Thursday. Okay, well, this is not good. Reddit will block the Internet Archive. So, the company says that AI companies have scrapped data from the Wayback Machine, so it's going to limit what the Wayback Machine... Okay, why though? Well, let's take a look, and this is coming from The Verge. Reddit says that it has caught AI companies scrapping its data from the Internet Archive's Wayback Machine, so it's going to start blocking the Internet Archive from indexing the vast majority of Reddit. The Wayback Machine will no longer be able to post detailed pages, comments, or profiles. Instead, it will only be able to index the reddit.com homepage, which effectively means Internet Archive will only be able to archive insights into which news headlines and posts were most popular on a given day. Internet Archive provides a service to the open web, but we have been made aware of instances where AI companies violate platform policies. including hours and scraped data from the Wayback Machine. That's Tim Russ-Smith telling that to The Verge. The Internet Archive's mission is to keep a digital archive away of websites on the internet and other cultural artifacts, and the Wayback Machine is a tool you can use to look at pages as they appeared on certain dates, but Reddit believes not all of its content should be archived that way. And the same spokesman said, until they're able to defend their site and comply with platform policies, like for example, respect the user privacy, and deleting remove content, we're limiting some of their access to Reddit data to protect Redditors. So, the limits will start wrapping up today, and Reddit says it reached out to the Internet Archive in advance to inform them of the limits before they go into effect, according to the same spokesperson we just mentioned. He says Reddit has also raised concerns about the availability or about the availability to, of people to scrape content from the Internet Archive in the past. So I don't think this is a good news. In my opinion. So whatever is going on with Reddit and the Internet Archive, if they're going to like censor the company from archiving it, and just because they want to protect the privacy, well, yikes, I would say. All right, let's head over to the next one. Well, there's a drama going on in GitHub, huh? So, Microsoft is moving GitHub even more closely into its core AI team following the resignation of GitHub CEO Thomas Domke today. After nearly 4 years as CEO, Domke is leaving GitHub to become a startup founder again and pursue opportunities outside of Microsoft and GitHub. So, today's change means GitHub no longer has a single leader or CEO, and responsibility for GitHub will align more closely to the core AI leadership team. GitHub's reporting structures originally changed in 2021 when former CEO Nat Friedman stepped down, and Domke reported up to Julia Lawson, head of Microsoft's developer division. Lawson then started reporting to Parike earlier this year with the formation of the Core AI team. Jay Parike, head of Core AI, described his vision of an AI agent factory in an interview with Notepad earlier this year, which is, yes, Notepad, the Notepad is a podcast from The Verge, and how he is convincing the developer division of Microsoft to adopt AI. Just like how Bill Gates had this idea of Microsoft being a bunch of software developers building a bunch of software, I want our platform for any enterprise or any organization to be able to be the name they turn into their own agent factory, said Parike. So, what could be the future of GitHub, right? Right, guys? I repeat, what could be the future? I repeat, what will it be? And how is it going to affect GitHub in the long run? We will have to wait and see. Alright, it is now 9:42 in the evening as we will be returning with more coffee sessions right here on Asphere's Cafe. Our segue to sponsors: Asphere's Aircon, Dream Cars Pizza, Capinor Coffee, Melody Mart, and DLX Karaoke. Don't go anywhere, Asphere's Cafe will be right back. Stay along with us.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus. Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you. Capinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Capinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. Melody Mart. Your everyday vibe for convenience. And TLX Karaoke. Ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan.
Beat the heat with Init Deals ni Asparagus. Init Deals ni Asparagus. Feeling the summer burn? It's time to chill. Literally. Buy one, take one on selected split type aircon. Get a cool 50% off on high efficiency inverter aircon. Whether you're cooling one room or the whole house, Asphere has you covered. Beat the heat. Save big. Visit your nearest branch or shop online now at asphereaircons.ph. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
One time, there's a confrontation about sushi and pizza, but then there was a solution.
Bro, I said let's get sushi.
No way. Pizza beats raw fish every time.
Why not both? Gooey cheese, spicy mayo, seaweed, salmon. Introducing Sushi Baked Pizza.
Whoa.
Creamy, savory, sushi-inspired toppings baked on a perfect crust. Sushi Baked Pizza. 9-inch at 250, 11-inch at 450. Only at Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way.
You paid this time.
No way. You wanted sushi?
Call 141-9191 for deliveries.
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you.
Dream Car Karaoke po, tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Capinoy Coffee.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Capinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Capinoy Coffee.
Masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Capinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Capinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Capinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation.
New. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Subukan niyo na ang Melody Mart Onigiris. Maraming fillings na pwedeng pagpilian. May classics, locals, at premium fillings na suwag magpapasaya ng sanyo.
Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart. Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Biking, meron na tayong overload onigiris na mas pinalaki, mas maraming fillings.
Price starts at 55 pesos. Bumili na ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Melody Mart Onigiris. Price starts at 55 pesos. Available in Melody Mart outlets nationwide.
Melody Mart. Your everyday vibe for convenience. There's a name that stays in mind.
Oh, what's this?
Can you feel it racing with the time? Legendary fit, the legendary style. Raw What's cheese as time moves on, the nation shines on. Raw What's cheese, a legend on its own.
Roab's Jeans, a legend on its own. Now available in all leading department stores nationwide.
Soda Pop is back and better than ever. Our products now come with free sizes. Small with 39 pesos, medium with 59 pesos, and the new large with 79 pesos. Our branch in Taguig opens every day from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Soda Pop is now also accepting deliveries too. For more information, you can check us out on our Facebook page. So what are you waiting for? Pop the party with flavor with Soda Pop, where every sip is a celebration.
My little soda pop.
Soda Pop, now with flavors of strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, and more. Starting at 39 pesos. Soda Pop, pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration.
Dito na tayo sa Jer A. Dito na tayo sa Joy A Supermarket kung saan lahat ay mura at marami mga discount. Matthew Margarine Sardines only 12 pesos plus buy one take 3 pa. Durex condoms buy one get 6 for all flavors starts at 49 pesos. Buy one Frostbite ice cream and get our exclusive The N-Word song in CD. Sa supermarket namin ay Joy A. Joy A Supermarket, ang paboritong budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas.
Joy A Supermarket, ang budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas. Now in 6,900 locations around the Philippines and Southeast Asia. Heads up, karaoke fans! We just dropped volume 174. Packed with monthly hottest new songs you've been waiting for. Whether you're a karaoke pro or just love to sing your heart out at home, we've got you covered. Available now on DVD, SD card, and fast, easy online updates for Utopia and Utopia Plus. No lags, no limits, just pure karaoke fun. Anytime, anywhere. Bring your karaoke nights to life. Only with Shanitron Synth Plus. Reimagine karaoke with XTSP.
Song lists are now available at shanetronsinplus.blogspot.com.
Whoa. I'm gonna have to stop you there, Aya. Because good ingredients are now easy to find. With a Sunrise Beam online app, you can order from your nearest Sunrise Mall with more than 50 plus stores available and get it delivered right in front of your doorstep. Order your goods from Joy A Supermarket, Joy A Department Store, Melody Mart, PVC Drug, and more. Download the Sunrise Beam online app now and take advantage of convenience.
Mga idol, ito si DJ Rakitera. Alam ko na grabe ang ating pagsusumika para sa ating pamilya, 'di ba? Ang trabaho at mga hamon sa araw-araw, minsan nakakabinat, nakakapanakit ng ulo, nakakapanakit ng katawan at lagnat. Ang mga ito ay pwedeng magsabay-sabay. Pero huwag mag-alala dahil may Rexidol Forte. Ang diskarte para sa binat at sabay-sabay na sakit. Kombinasyon nito ng paracetamol plus caffeine kaya mas mabilis ang epekto sa katawan at makakabalik tayo agad sa ating mga gawain. Katulad ko bilang DJ, hindi maiiwasan na makaranas ng sabay-sabay na sakit. Aray, mukhang eto na nga. Need ko ng Rexidol. Nasaktan ako ng malupet, ako'y nabinat, sabay ulo ko'y sumakit. May sakit ng katawan at lagnat. Auntie Melay, pa-help naman.
It's me, your auntie! Diskartehan natin yan! Rexidol Forte, ang mas bilis banat sa apat. Faster versus paracetamol in as fast as 30 minutes. Pag binat at sabay-sabay na sakit ang bumanat, ang idol ko dumiskarte, Rexidol Forte.
Alagang Unilab yan.
Paracetamol caffeine is a generic name of Rexidol Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
We are back. It is now 9:52 in the evening as we continue our coffee session right here on Asphere's Cafe. But wait, just wait. Elon Musk is suing Apple for rigging App Store rankings. God knows why. I wonder why Elon is doing this. We'll get into that right now. So let's get my screen share up and let's get into that right now. Let's get into that. Here it is, and this is coming from Verge. Elon Musk says that his artificial intelligence company xAI will take immediate legal action against Apple for allegedly manipulating its App Store rankings to the advantage of rival AI apps. In a series of X posts on Monday night, Musk suggested that Apple was playing politics by not placing either X or xAI's group chatbot in the App Store's list of recommended iOS apps. and that he had no choice but to file a lawsuit. Elon said on X, Apple is behaving in a manner that makes it impossible for any AI company besides OpenAI to reach #1 spot in the App Store, which is an unequivocal antitrust violation. Why do you refuse to put either X or Google in your must-have section when X is the #1 news app in the world and Google is #5 among all apps? The ex-AI CEO asked Apple in another post, which is now pinned to his profile. Musk provided no evidence for his claims, and it's unclear if he has made good on his threats and filed the lawsuit yet. The Verge has reached out to XAI, Apple, and OpenAI for comment. At the time of writing, ChatGPT is listed as Apple's top free iPhone app in the US, with Grok ranked as the 6th. China's DeepSeek AI briefly managed to take the top App Store position from ChatGPT in January. However, disproving Musk's claim that it would be impossible for other AI apps to do so. Well, yeah, he said that it's not in the list of recommended iOS apps, and then to reach #1. Well, it really depends, Elon. Okay, it really depends if your app is good enough or not. It really depends on you. Well, it really depends on user base. Let's just be real. It depends on the user base. If you're going to reach the number of how many people are going to use their AI companion, we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's move on to another one now. Sorry for the dead silence. By the way, we are live on Teacher Entertainment, ASP Media, and Fanmade Archives YouTube channel for our live stream of Asphere's Copy. And to our fellow TVH Network viewers, fellow good morning. I hope you're having a lovely day with me, as we will be here to cover the latest tech updates all the way until 10 a.m. and for our fellow live viewers until 10:30 p.m. Okay, so now I don't think we have anything interesting to cover on The Verge now. So, and whoops, I need to exit the internet download manager. Alright, well, yeah, I don't think there is not much to cover on The Verge at this time, because I am seeing most are politics. What's seeing here, which I'm afraid we're not allowed to talk about it here. Alright, well, anyway, let's talk about cars for a bit, because Ford is doubling down on EVs. Well, yeah, and in this paywall, we'll try to bypass that, because I'm not gonna let The Verge ruin my moment here. But interesting, huh? They're going to double down on EVs, and I don't think they're ready. We'll see. Well, we're just gonna read it right here. So let's see why Ford is going to double down on producing EVs, and would it be the end of non-EVs? We'll read that right now. On Monday, Ford introduced an innovative new manufacturing process that it says will help make its EVs more sustainable, more desirable, and more importantly, more affordable. The timing couldn't have been worse. EV tax credits were set to expire at the end of September. President Trump's trade war was tilting the balance in favor of China's EVs, and automakers are beginning to delay and even cancel some planned models. Ford seems to realize its timing is unfortunate. Throughout their announcement, the company's top executives kept hammering one salient point: this was going to be really hard. Success was far from guaranteed, and in fact, they could even fail. Ford CEO Jim Farley said, "Why do I say bet? That's an intentional word because there are no guarantees with this project. We're doing so many new things. I can't tell you with 100% certainty that this will all go just right. It is a bet. So, fair enough. Farley is right to hedge. As he correctly noted, the automotive industry has a graveyard littered with affordable vehicles that were launched in our country with all good intentions. Affordable EVs in particular are incredibly difficult to build in the US, which is true because I do recall that some of the cars are produced outside America, and I do understand why Trump is wanting to do tariffs on other countries because they want companies to produce their products in American factory. And let's be real here, the American factory hasn't been around for a very long time because most of the manufacturing is done in China. And well, and if Trump could even, as let's say, if Trump could even convince the companies to manufacture products in America, well, would it succeed? We'll see. All right, so I think we don't have anything to talk about here in the Verge now. So let's head over to YouTube, and I'm just gonna have to turn on my screen share because I did hear they were talking about the censorship free. They were talking about the censorship free internet that is called. Let me just double check my watch history because I have heard it. I have heard it earlier this morning while I was getting ready for my day, and it's called. Let me just clear all of my unlisted videos here. I love watching unlisted videos. I don't know why, but you get what I mean. But yeah. Alright, let's me just clear that up, and then we're just gonna find it here. There you go. Beta net. So yeah, and let me just show this to you right now. What the heck is beta net? So basically, a YouTuber made a video from K0, and let's read the specification. What is BetaNet look like? And yeah, let me just I'm not gonna play the entire thing because again I'm just gonna be explaining it myself here on my show. But yeah, let's get into that right here. So you can see he did talk about BetaNet, and what we are seeing in the chapters, we have the chapters on where you can jump to, and what I understand is well, it is more of the protocol, I think. But yeah, let's read the comments before we proceed here. So I cannot yet get a sense of what this project truly is beyond a really driven young developer chasing down a dream. And yes, you can tell one of the profile pictures is Clippy because Louis Rossman is behind the advocate that told their viewers to change the profile picture to Clippy because you know Clippy does things where they're like, you know, okay, you know what? If you wanna know the full reason as to why they're encouraging viewers to change their profile picture to Clippy, you should watch Louis Rossman's video on that. Now back to the BetaNet. What even is BetaNet? Well, you can see BetaNet is a fully decentralized, censorship-resilient network intended to replace the public internet. This revision finalizes convert transport indistinguishability, removes linkability vectors, specifies liveness for naming, hardens governance and bootstrap economics, and standardizes adaptive calibration. And this is how BetaNet specification looks like. it is very complicated if you're just a noob or just a regular person who doesn't know much about tech. It can be very complicated, but you can see how it works with BetaNet right here. Again, you can see you have let me see, general encoding rules, cryptography, layer model, path layer. You have all of the path layer where how it works. Now this is interesting. The legacy on wire transition header is prohibited on public networks. It may be used only on private administrative control legs. Well, this is interesting. You have cover transport. You have overlay mesh. You have privacy layer, naming and trust, payment system. I think the payment system is going to be more on decentralized than PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, and yes, these are the payment processors who censors your products if it doesn't meet the standards. Like, why would you, right? Yeah, payment processors should not have the right to censor, and you must know your rights. You own things. Don't let payment processors censor it. And yeah, you have, and then back to the topic here, you have governance and versioning. You have compliance summary. Well, let's read this one. Let's read this section. An implementation is compliant if it implements HTX over TCP-443 and QUIC-443 with origin mirror TLS plus ECH, performs per connection calibration, uses negotiated carrier, replay bound access tickets with variable lengths and rate limits, performs inner noise XK with key separation, non-life cycle, and rekeying, uses hybrid X25519-Cyber768, and there's a date from January 1, 2027, and the rest goes on. Interoperability notes. 1.1 peers may offer BetaNet HTX/1.0.0 LTPN for legacy interop. Legacy on wire transition headers must not be used on public networks, as we already read right here. Where was I? Let's see. Let me just find it right here. Yeah, there you go. Public internet requirement. So basically, it really clarifies that if you want to use BetaNet, you need to have a private network. You cannot use it on public Wi-Fi's, because if my memory serves me right, correct me if I'm wrong. Whoever is watching this right now, you cannot use it on public networks. That's how simple that is. So that is specification for the BetaNet, and so far, the video that I watched earlier this morning, he has a very good insight, and he has a good vision on how BetaNet works. So if you are interested in knowing more about this project, you can check the video out right now on YouTube by heading over to K0 and by clicking on this video, or if it's in one of your recommendations, and if you do watch mostly tech videos, most likely you will be recommended with this video. So again, if you are curious about what BetaNet is, and if you are advocating for censorship-free internet, then BetaNet is worth looking into. Okay, so that is BetaNet, and now let's head over now to Yucatec for the local tech news. And we're gonna distract for a bit because DLG memo bans online gambling for government employees. And as myself advocating against online gambling, I have to say this is good news. So in a move that highlights growing concern around digital distractions at work, the Department of the Interior and local government DLG has issued Memorandum Circular number 2025-082. This directive officially prohibits its personnel from central offices to LGUs from engaging in online gambling. Now, you may know that online gambling is rampant nowadays here in the Philippines, and heck, until today, until possibly tomorrow, you would see a billboard ad. I'm not gonna mention the names to avoid people relapsing, and I don't want people to relapse who are recovering from online gambling. Yeah, I will have to play safe right here. But yeah, again, this is good news. It's, online gambling is increasingly becoming dangerous, and as they say in the post, accessible. It's literally just a tap away. Like if you have Gcash, if you go to G Life, you see so-called games, quote-unquote games, and you may be wondering at first, oh, is this a hub for online games like Valorant, Genshin Impact? No, it's not. It's more focused on parkour licensed websites, right? But still, this move from DLG is a good move because they're now disallowing them from engaging online gambling. And what happens if they're caught? There's a good chance they're going to be dismissed. So there you go. At least the LG is taking action against online gambling, and now their employees are no longer allowed to engage in online gambling. Good. Stay that way, honestly. But wait, there's more. BSP to implement stricter measures versus online gambling, including face recognition. And obviously, the ones behind Blurred is the well-known website, which I'm not gonna mention. So the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas announced in a press release that it is finalizing new rules for banks, e-wallets, and other financial service providers to adopt stronger safeguards against online gambling. So let's read this one right here. The upcoming measures will include strict identity verification, including biometric checks such as facial recognition, to ensure only eligible individuals can use their funds for online gambling. Daily limits on gambling-related transfers to reduce excessive financial losses. Time-based restrictions on gambling payments to help curb impulsive behavior. And user tools for setting personal spending caps, taking voluntary breaks, or excluding from gambling transactions. It will resolve the problems for most, but as a person, I think online gambling should be banned entirely, because if I check PH Gamblers Anonymous, you can see one of our fellow users, and yes, I am the mod there on the subreddit. You can see, kahinang ko, I am tired. Uninstall your online gambling apps. You can tell people are calling out against online gambling, and people really, really regret going there. And how does that work exactly? Well, this is just one click away to online gambling, and you're in. It's just not like the typical casinos where it requires strict measures. But with online gambling, just one tap and you're in. That is concerning. But still, at least we are seeing some new safeguards against online gambling. And will that help a bit? Possibly, but I don't think it's enough. Alright, it is now 10:12 in the evening, as we will be returning with more conversations right here on Asphere's Coffee. And yes, I will be turning my camera on later before we wrap up the coffee. But segue to our sponsors: Asphere's Aircon, Dream Cards Pizza, Kapinoy Coffee, Melody Mart, and DLX Karaoke. Don't go anywhere. Asphere's Coffee. We'll be right back. Stay along with us.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus. Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you. Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FVS Manufacturing Corporation. Melody Mart, your everyday vibe for convenience. And TLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan.
Beat the heat with Init Deals ni Asparagus. Init Deals ni Asparagus. Feeling the summer burn? It's time to chill. Literally. Buy one, take one on selected split type aircon. Get a cool 50% off on high efficiency inverter aircon. Whether you're cooling one room or the whole house, Asphere has you covered. Beat the heat. Save big. Visit your nearest branch or shop online now at asphereaircons.ph. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an Asparagus.
Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an Asparagus.
One time, there's a confrontation about sushi and pizza, but then there was a solution.
Bro, I said let's get sushi.
No way. Pizza beats raw fish every time.
Why not both? Gooey cheese, spicy mayo, seaweed, salmon. Introducing Sushi Baked Pizza.
Whoa.
Creamy, savory, sushi-inspired toppings baked on a perfect crust. Sushi Baked Pizza, 9-inch at 250, 11-inch at 450. Only at Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way.
You paid this time.
No way. You wanted sushi.
Call 141-9191 for deliveries.
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you.
Dream Car Karaoke po. Tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap. Kaya lumipat na ako sa bagong kape ng bayan.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Gawa sa purong Arabica at Robusta mula sa pinakamainit na puso ng Pilipinas. Piniling mabuti at inihanda ng may pagmamalasakit.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap. O mga Kapinoy, subukan nyo ng tikman ang lasa ng bayan.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Kapinoy Coffee, masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Mga Kapinoy, tikman nyo na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Tamang-tama lang tapang at sarap ng kape na tiyak na magigising ka. Kaya subukan na ang bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Cream mula sa FVS Manufacturing Corporation.
New. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Subukan niyo na ang Melody Mart Onigiris. Maraming fillings na pwedeng pagpilian. May classics, locals, at premium fillings na suwag magpapasaya ng sanyo.
Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart. Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Bikin, meron rin tayong Overload Onigiris na mas pinalaki, mas maraming fillings.
Price starts at 55 pesos. Bumili na ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Melody Mart Onigiris. Price starts at 55 pesos. Available in Melody Mart outlets nationwide.
Melody Mart, your everyday vibe for convenience.
Ngayong tag-ulan, siguraduhin mong protektado ang iyong tahanan mula sa tagas. Gamitin ang Minto Typhoon Resistant Sealant. Subok sa tibay, siguradong kapit kahit sa pinakamalalakas na ulan. Para sa bubong, bintana, pader at kahit saan man may tagas, Minto ang sagot. Minto Sealants, tunay na tatagal mula sa Truto.
Do you think soda pop just means soda and soda only? Allow to introduce our new Fruit Milk series. 4 fantastic flavors to choose from. Mango, blueberry, green apple, and strawberry. Only for a cheap price that starts at 39 pesos. And if you want your soda go even more poppy and bittersweet, add some frill in it with soju or gin. Just add 12 pesos and enjoy the ride with Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration. Soda Pop, now with flavors of strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, and more. Starting at 39 pesos. Soda Pop, pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration.
Oh shucks, ako'y nagulat. May request si love, help your girl out. Worry no more, tutulungan ka ng Lord. Singing a mix. Asim kilig. Asim kilig.
Sinigang ulit next week, Han?
Gusto ko pa kumain. Sinigang love
Nor Sinigang Mix. Asim kilig sinigang, basta Nor, kaya mong iluto yan.
Long day at work.
Plus something cool and creamy.
It's a match! Stuck in traffic.
Plus something earthy and refreshing. It's a match!
Refresh with Dunkin' Matcha Latte. Made with finely ground green tea powder and milk to match your mood and cravings. You plus Dunkin' Matcha Latte.
It's a match!
Cause anytime is Dunkin' time.
Excited kasi soft, moist, and yummy. Can't wait to eat it bago umuwi. Dewy Donuts, exciting kasi yummy. Exciting kasi dewy.
Exciting ang uwian with Dewy Donut. Bili na!
Bago to?
Bago to? Bago to?
Bago to? Uy, bago to?
Lahat magugulat sa bagong sarap ng Nescafe Creamy White. Sarap ng Nescafe with leveled up creaminess from Nestle Milk.
Ang creamy!
Ang creamy!
Creamy nito!
Ang creamy!
Creamy!
Super creamy!
Talaga? Lipat na!
Lipat na!
Lipat na!
Lipat na!
Lipat na!
Kaya lipat na sa new leveled up Nescafe Creamy White.
Level up na with new Nescafe Creamy White.
Back. It is now 9 minutes before 10:30 p.m. and we are still open right here on Asphere's Cafe. Yeah, so now let's get into the smartphone news with GSM Arena, of course. So let's get into that right now. And well, what we have? OnePlus making tablets in India, huh? Pretty cool. And we also have the MacBook entry level in production. And Samsung, of course. So, let's get into the first three right now as we get into the smartphone headlights. Alright, here we go. Let's start off with the OnePlus. OnePlus will start making its tablet in India thanks to a newly announced partnership with Bihagwati Products Limited, a company that specializes in electronics manufacturing. The OnePlus tablets will be made at BBL's plant in Greater Noida. Initially, the Indian factory will produce the OnePlus Pad 3 and OnePlus Pad line. It's the first time that OnePlus tablets have been made in India, though smartphones have been manufactured in the country for a while now, and recently OnePlus began making accessories in India too, starting with the Bullet's wireless C3. The move to switch even more of its products assembly to India aligns with OnePlus Project Starlight initiative, which is focused on deepening local integration and manufacturing capabilities. Robin Liu, OnePlus India CEO, said the collaboration with BPL marks a strategic milestone in our India journey towards deepening our manufacturing capabilities and expanding our connected ecosystem. By localizing tablet production, we are not only reinforcing our commitment to India, but also creating meaningful value for our user community. This partnership reflects our long-term vision to innovate for India, invest in India, and grow with India. And as for the comment from Vikas Jean, who is the Biha Kwati Products Limited co-founder, we are excited to join hands with OnePlus for the new range of tablets. With our rapidly advancing manufacturing capabilities and growing team of experts, we are proud to deliver value and persuasion. This milestone not only marks the addition of OnePlus to our customer portfolio, but also the introduction of a new form factor to our manufacturing expertise at our Greater Noida facility. We look forward to building on this momentum and forging a long-term, mutually rewarding partnership with them. So I think this is good for Indian consumers who are looking to have their phones manufactured in the country, and yeah, I say this is the right step in the direction for OnePlus. On to the next one. Entry-level MacBook production, which is going to be imminent by now. So Apple has been rumored to bring an entry-level MacBook priced at around $700 that's not part of our Air or Pro lineups and is powered by the Apple A18 Pro chip, which was previously used in the iPhone 16 Pro series. According to a new report from DigiTimes, components for the new affordable MacBook are cleared to begin production next month. This should signal full-scale manufacturing for the laptop before the end of the year and a possible release in early 2026. According to the report, Apple will aim to capture a larger chunk of the laptop market with its new entry-level MacBook. The device is expected to launch with an MSRP of $700, which is $600 for students, and will be the first Apple laptop to utilize a mobile chipset that was previously used in the iPhone series. So this is interesting. The first time they're going to use the A series chips. They're going to use the A series chip for the first time for the Mac. So this is going to be interesting for the entry-level MacBook, I would say. And as for the benchmarks, we will have to wait till next year. And finally, Samsung to invest more than $7 billion into chip packaging in the US. So after some hiccups with Samsung's chip manufacturing business in the last couple of years, the company is now determined to regain ground in the segment. Ahead of the South Korea-USA summit on August 25, Samsung is set to invest an additional $7.2 billion into its chip manufacturing facilities in the USA, which is the United States. The investment will go into an advanced chip packaging facility, in addition to the planned $37 billion investment into chip manufacturing. Samsung plans to produce 2nm and 4nm chips to meet demand from new clients such as Apple and Tesla. It's also a way to avoid Trump's tariffs. The company's original plan included a $44 billion investment, but at the time, the demand for Samsung chips was low, so the Korean tech giant decided to drop the chip packaging facility altogether. Now it's back on the menu. The information isn't officially confirmed, but it looks like the company will announce it during the summit on August 25. Samsung believes it can outperform the competition in the US because it offers a complete manufacturing solution, chip production, chip packaging, and memory chip manufacturing. TSMC, for example, only offers chip manufacturing and packaging, while SK Hynix only does memory chips. So this is going to be interesting for Samsung, I would say, and will they produce chips in the American market? Possibly, since they're investing. Well, we'll see how that goes because as far as we are concerned, Trump wants the companies to produce their chipsets in America, and I can see the point why. All right, we're down to the last 2 minutes, and we are now going to be preparing for the replay of the what's it called? We're now going to be preparing for the replay of the Metro Late Night Show because Steven has informed us already that he will not be having a show tonight to focus on his academics, and I see this as a fair reason why. So yeah, we're down to the last 1 minute, and then we're just going to end the show once it's all settled. So bear with us. And by the way, as usual, I'm going to promote the new Cool FM lineup one more time before we go. So again, we have refreshed our program lineup for Mondays to Thursdays since this week, and I hope you can join us at 6 p.m. every Mondays to Thursdays, where we will get to cover the latest news headlines with Cool News at 6. And then 6:30 p.m. will be Tampoy Quarter Plus 2 on its new time slot, together with the Banner Guy for host. And then 7:30 p.m. will be the Star Show with John Mel. 8:30 p.m. will be the weekly prime time, which is Monday, the replays of Storytime with Geometric. Tuesday is La Noche del Martes with Angelo Flores. Wednesday is TRO. Thursday is Salitan na Mansanas hosted by Free Apple Tomato. And then 9:30 is me right here, Asphere's Cafe on its new time slot. Now a bit more late because I decided to move it personally and also to give the host the ability to do the show early. And then 10:30 p.m. is the Metro Late Night Show with Uncle Pepito. And finally at 11, Cool News Primetime. And after Cool News Primetime is the newest TV5 True FM program, 5 nights. That is right after Cool News Primetime. So looks like it's done now, and I'm going to start preparing the replay, so bear with me before we go. Let me just adjust it here. And yeah, we're running out of time, but it is what we are always have to prepare. But who won't have to worry anyway, right? Okay, there we go. Let me just turn off the stuff, and then I need to make sure the audio is adjusted correctly. Alright, there you go guys. I think we are all set now, so that is where we will have to end here for now. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We will be back again tomorrow with the Anime Cafe together with me, Hoshi Konimi, and True Main. This has been Asphere's Cafe. I am Cairo, and on behalf of Dream Card, the cafe is now closed. We will see you tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Remember, 9:30 p.m. So yeah, see you tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. The cafe is over. Goodbye for now.